from the University of Florida College of Journalism and Communications. You're watching WUFT News at 6.
The murder trial of Pedro Bravo continued today. Good evening. It's Monday, August 11th. I'm Taylor Trache.
And I'm Morgan Falcon. Bravo is accused of killing University of Florida student Christian Aguilar after Aguilar began dating Bravo's high school girlfriend. WUFT's James Torres was at the Alachua County Courthouse this morning. James, they had a lot of witnesses come to the stand last week. What happened today?
Yeah, Morgan, it's kind of the same thing. Week 2 of the trial is just the prosecution calling a bunch of witnesses to the stand again. Today, they spoke to Sergeant Stephen Wilder of the University of Florida Police Department and Detective Randy Roberts of the Gainesville Police Department. And it appears that Bravo is telling everyone a different story. Prosecutors showed surveillance video of police officers speaking to Pedro Bravo when he reported Christian Aguilar missing on September 21st, 2012. Bravo says they had an argument where Aguilar was asked to get out of the car. Detective Roberts had Bravo describe Aguilar's clothing and the situation that took place. Bravo says he searched his car afterwards to see if Aguilar left anything behind and unfortunately found nothing.
No problems, but like today in the morning, the girl at the front, Erica, she told me to check my car, see if like his phone was in my car or something like that, like if he left it there. And I'm looking for my car, and I find it very weird that the roll of duct tape I had is not there anymore, because that's the only place I'd keep the duct tape, because the windshield's cracked and I need it for that.
But Bravo later admitted to investigators that he actually did have Aguilar's phone and he was expecting to give it to him later on.
So I understand this is the second time he's changed his story, is that right?
Well, there have actually been several times throughout the day where Bravo was kind of giving officers a different story. In his first taped session with Sergeant Wilder, Bravo said Aguilar exited the vehicle around 7 p.m., but his story was a little different when he spoke to Detective Roberts.
If we left Best Buy around 3:30, something like that, and we're walking around for a while, I'd assume around like 4-ish or late 4, or like 4:30, 4:45, we dropped him.
Bravo also indicated that the ride only involved a minor argument, but during a later conversation with law enforcement officers, Bravo said the car ride ended with him punching Aguilar. We will have continuing coverage throughout the trial with a live stream at WUFT.org. You can also follow us at WUFT Pedro Bravo.
Thank you, James. A 17-year-old Ocala girl is missing. The Ocala Police Department posted this photo on their Facebook wall Sunday. Deanna Lazo was last seen with an adult woman and a 13-year-old girl. Lazo has brown curly hair, brown eyes, 5 feet tall, and weighs about 98 pounds. She may be wearing navy blue gym shorts, gray Nike running shoes, and a neon pink long-sleeve shirt. If you have any information about Lazo, please contact the Ocala Police Department. Police now have a sketch of a man who tried to abduct a 10-year-old girl in Ingalls. The man is still unidentified, but police are hoping this sketch will help them find him. Investigators say this man drove up to a 10-year-old girl on the way to her friend's house and told her to get into his truck. The man is described as bald with a goatee and rotting teeth. This man has been seen in the area before and drives a white Chevy S10 with rust spots. If you have any information, please contact the Levy County Sheriff's Office. A Monroe County man is facing charges after investigators say he beat, cut, and threatened to kill his girlfriend and his dog. Carlos Gaskin is in jail accused of beating his girlfriend all day. His girlfriend said he was angry with her because he had a dream that she was cheating on him. Gaskin's girlfriend says he cut the back of her leg with a knife, poured hot coffee on her, choked her, held a knife to her throat, and threatened to kill her. She claims he also picked her up and slammed her on a glass table. Gaskin's girlfriend also said he picked his dog, slammed it on the ground, put his foot on the dog's neck, and threw the dog into the canal behind their house. Gaskin is charged with aggravated battery and assault, domestic battery, false imprisonment, and animal cruelty.
A woman driver was injured in a train versus vehicle collision in Tampa last evening. The crash caused Tampa police officers to close Adamo Drive while the incident was investigated. Shortly before 6 o'clock, a train hauling ethanol collided with a vehicle on Adamo Drive. After the impact, the train dragged the vehicle at least 300 yards down the railroad track. The woman, whose name is being withheld, was taken to the Tampa General Hospital for treatment. Her condition is unknown at this time. City of Tampa officials also temporarily closed the Selman Expressway, which runs next to Adamo Drive, as a precaution since a train hauling ethanol was involved.
It's been a pretty wet day here so far all around north central Florida.
Yeah, I actually had to wear my rain boots coming into work this morning. Let's go to University of Florida forecaster Sean Bellafiore to see where the rainfall is now.
Taylor Morgan, just a couple of different spots that I'm watching. We have rain shower moving in towards Lake City. Some thunderstorms going to be pushing into Jacksonville over the next hour or two. And I was watching this area in Gilchrist County. I thought that a couple of rain showers might make their way in towards Alachua County and Gainesville, but I don't think that that's going to happen. These rain showers are quickly starting to dissipate as we start to lose daytime heating. Future track for the next couple hours shows those showers and thunderstorms mainly along I-10 and I-95, but those should be ending within the next few hours. All clear in north central Florida by about 11 o'clock. Here in Alachua County, maybe a stray shower through 10 p.m., but we should be all clear past midnight. Low temperature tonight right around 73 degrees. If you love the rain today, you're going to love the rest of my forecast. Unfortunately, more rain on the way. I'll let you know when that is in my next weather update.
A 76-year-old woman is dead after being crushed by a falling tree this morning. Eula Manahan was sitting in a lawn chair and was not able to move out of the way of a tree her brother was cutting down. Other family members were in the yard, but none of them were injured. According to a Clay County Sheriff's report, the woman died at the scene. Officials from the Miami-Dade Police Department held a press conference today regarding the rabbi who was gunned down Saturday. Rabbi Joseph Raskin was murdered while walking to temple Saturday evening. Raskin was from Brooklyn, New York, but was in Miami visiting his 2 daughters and grandchildren. Members of the community are upset that the police department did not call the murder a hate crime. The police department's chaplain says the crime was so heinous, calling it a hate crime doesn't change much. And officials say they haven't ruled out that it possibly, and they are still investigating leads.
We do have some leads that we're following. There's nothing that we're going to disclose at this point. We're aggressively following these leads, but we need information. And the more information we get, the better.
A funeral is held today for the rabbi in Brooklyn, New York.
Lawyers for Aaron Hernandez are asking a judge to suppress evidence in one of his murder trials. The former New England Patriots star walked into court near Boston today. He's charged with killing Odin Lloyd last year. His attorneys asked the judge to toss some evidence, specifically a BlackBerry cell phone, arguing it's not admissible because it wasn't included in the original search warrant. The judge did not rule today. Hernandez is also charged with killing 2 men in Boston in 2012. The start of school also means the start of football season for many student athletes, and that brings a threat of concussions. But new tackling techniques could offer some protection for players. Erica Edwards has the story.
Go to the house!
Football players are fired up.
One more time. Whose house?
While hard hits and tough tackles are part of the game, many coaches and athletic trainers are trying to drill one thought into the minds of young athletes.
Keep your head up.
USA Football is the sport's national governing body for kids and is tied to the NFL. The group teaches players to tackle an opponent by wrapping their arms around them rather than ramming them with their heads. The goal of the Heads Up program is to reduce head injuries and make the sport safer.
It's a little too soon to tell, but I think anecdotally it makes a lot of sense to have coach athletes to tackle with their heads up and not use their head as a weapon.
There's no data yet on whether Heads Up does in fact reduce head injuries, but new research on high school football players gives the theory credibility. Concussions sustained from blows to the top of the head were more likely to result in a loss of consciousness.
We actually found that a large majority of those individuals who were sustaining the concussions from top of the head impacts were actually having their heads down at the time of impact.
Blacking out after a blow to the head is rare, but experts say there's evidence those hits mean tougher and longer recoveries.
Only about 2.5% of individuals will have recovery that lasts longer than 45 days. But if you have loss of consciousness, then your risk of that prolonged recovery goes up by about 4-fold.
Data on Heads Up programs will be collected through the 2014 season. Erica Edwards, NBC News.
This latest study found that other than the loss of consciousness from top of head hits, concussions were equally serious no matter what part of the head was hit.
The Gainesville group No More Homeless Pets is celebrating a victory. The group has performed 20,000 pet surgeries for Operation Pet Snip. The shelter does this to prevent unwanted litters that wind up at shelters facing euthanasia because there isn't enough room. Spaying and neutering pets also prevents unwanted behaviors such as fighting, spraying, and roaming. No More Homeless Pets would like to remind pet owners to spay or neuter their pets. A baby dolphin trapped in fishing line is now back swimming safely in the Gulf. Clearwater Marine Aquarium helped disentangle the dolphin calf that got caught in fishing line. The line was wrapped very tightly around her tail and was cutting into her flukes. Clearwater Marine Aquarium, along with 7 other organizations, helped to remove the fishing line before she was released into the Gulf. It took about 30 minutes to remove the line. The calf was swimming with her mom, who was not injured.
Residents of a St. Louis neighborhood are lining the streets in protest over a teen's death. Coming up, we'll have the latest on how a vigil for the teen turned violent overnight.
Tony Stewart was absent from Sunday's Sprint Cup race after he hit and killed another driver. After the break, we'll hear what's happening with the investigation.